Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. We are delving into your ancestral guides this week, and we are asking your ancestral guides to come forward with messages to you about your blind spot. So what you don't see coming. I'm going to start with Energy Oracle deck. I'm going to pull out what's coming towards you. Why is the universe bringing this situation or this circumstance towards you, and what you can expect from this. There is an extended at the end of this reading, and it's a true extended where I continue to pull cards off the end. Not off the end of the table, but the link is at the top of the description if you are drawn to that. Oops. All right, Aries. I'm being very clumsy. That's kind of an Aries trait, I think. I'm knocking over all my crystals. All right, Aries. Your ancestral guides are here right now to talk to you about a blind spot. Blind spot. Aries blind spot. Ancestors come forward to talk to Aries about their blind spot. Their blind spot. Talk about balance. Look at that. The very first card that you have is the yin and the yang. There is the balance. Very, very balanced energies. Either within you or between you and someone else. It could be, well, I think it's maybe between you and someone else. There's definitely a balance coming forward here for you because the angel of balance is on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to continue to pull out tarot cards. See what else we can pull up for you, Aries. Interesting. It's very interesting. It's fierce. The Two of Wands, Page of Cups is at the bottom. You have the Page of Wands here. There's the yin and the yang. Give me a second. You have some really interesting energy. With the yin and the yang, you have the Page of Wands. So there's a blind spot coming towards you. There's some sort of communication coming towards you that's going to balance energy. It's going to balance energy. It's it may be some sort of a counterpart. And when I say counterpart, like it could be a friendship, it could be romantic, it could be business, but it's definitely a counterpart, and it's some sort of communication towards you to balance energy. So why is the universe bringing this towards you? We have caring connection, and then we have the Five of Swords. So there's something here that's like combative that might have to do with the caring connection. So something needs to come into balance, right? Like there's something that's not in balance anymore. Why the universe is bringing this towards you. There's some sort of caring connection where it feels sort of combative, where it feels like somebody has evacuated their energy from the situation with the Five of Swords, but somebody is really holding strong to their position. Like she holds that, I don't know if it's it almost looks like a cement stake, but perhaps it could be like an piece of ice. What you can expect from this. So we have happy family and the Empress card. So what you can expect from this is balance. Is balance coming forward for you? Is where there was conflict ceased to exist. It's huge. It's a huge shift. Literally. What's coming in is some sort of communication representing yin and yang energy. It's coming in because there is a disagreement, a misunderstanding. There's a conflict. There's a conflict between two energies. So communication is coming from one of these energies to try to correct it. And then this is very empowering. Like, this is the Empress with a happy family. So if there's been some sort of disagreement or misunderstanding, it's what you can expect from this. Let's say it sounds so like rainbows and butterflies. I'm going to clarify a bit for you. Rainbows and butterflies. The Page of Wands. So let's see what this communication is for you. It's just one of those. Sometimes I find if the reading is too simple and too clear, I need to pull clarifiers. I'm like, life is never this simple. So, listen, as like living life for almost 49 years and doing tarot readings for a while, like, it's never this simple. So what is this communication? Actually, first, what is this yin and yang? What is this yin and yang? It is kind of a spark. It adds strength. There's this yin and yang. Maybe it's the yang because it's got the wand. So that would make sense because yang takes action, right? Like, yang is the action energy, and the Page of Wands. So there's some sort of yang energy that comes forward. What does it come forward with? What is this about? It's the Ace of Pentacles. I wanted to call it the Page of Pentacles for some reason. I couldn't get past that. But it's the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Swords. So it's a new beginning. And, well, it's an offer. It's an offer for some sort of new beginning. And it's kind of cut dry. Like this or that or this. So it's an offer. Some sort of offer for a new beginning, Aries, to bring energy back into alignment. But it's a very cut and dry offer. What is this caring connection? It is the Hermit. The caring connection is the Hermit and a Judgment. So it is being, maybe COVID's going to go away. It's being like in isolation and having a rebirth. It's being in isolation and having a rebirth. The Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here? Okay, so the Five of Swords is here because the Five of Swords represent, like, to me it feels like some sort of conflict. Somebody being defensive. This is pretty much how I'm going to go because this is what I've decided. Like, I'm going this way. So that's the energy is out of balance here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. So why? Like, why this five? The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Swords. So there's been no work put in. There's been no work going in. It's been resting and healing. Perhaps somebody has been watching. Maybe there's been like spying. Someone has been watching with the Page of Swords. But there hasn't been any work put into this, whatever this connection is. At least that's coming from the perspective of this card, of that energy. So that's why the Five of Swords exists. So what you can expect from this is the happy family. The Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. It's so weird. See, this is where, because everything again is like, it's just so obvious. But here we go. So here's what you can expect from this. You have the Three of Wands, but then it hits the Eight of Swords. So the Three of Wands is expecting. What can you expect from this? Expect the ship to come in. Expect it to happen. Expect this to play out, but not just yet. I'm kidding, with the Eight of Swords. But not just yet with the Eight of Swords. There's something that's holding this back. Something holds this back, Aries. The Empress. the Empress card for Aries. The Empress card. Wow. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Both of these cards are very high representations of like mother, spouse energy. Both the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. But the Seven of Wands is here with this. So I don't know that you're... It's kind of like, I'm not too sure about this, is what the energy is of this Empress and this Queen of Pentacles. There's still a defensive energy here. So it does seem sort of like someone wanting to mend a fence. That's the best way I would describe it. Someone wanting to mend a fence in some sort of relationship here with you. And there's defensiveness, perhaps it's on your part. There's a sense of exiting this connection. And this connection in some way is stagnant with the Hermit. But then there is a desire, at least on someone's part here, to want to bring it to life again, to want to bring this to life. But this conflictive energy that is here is that, if you look at the Eight of Pentacles, it's putting the work in. But then it's the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords. It's really no work has been put in. So either no work has been put in the past, or no work is put in now, or no work is put in. It's just resting and healing. And the Page of Swords is kind of watching and waiting. So the happy family, we have the Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So again though, it's like, I don't know, it feels like, I'm going to tell you, it kind of feels like empty promises to me. That's what I'm getting from this. So I'm glad I pulled more cards and the clarifiers, because it feels like empty promises. So there's something here in the past where work wasn't put in. And then there's this possibility, what you can expect from this is the happy family and the Empress. However, if we look more deeply, the happy family is like, okay, look and watch for it, but yeah, no, not now. Okay. And then, so the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. So if this is you coming back into some sort of connection or being asked to, there's still defensive energy around it, like sort of protecting yourself from this. So I think the easiest way to define this energy is like empty promises. It feels like empty promises to me for you, Aries. Why do I have the Page of Cups? I'm just trying to look at your underlying energies. You have the Two of Wands and the Page of Cups. Look, it's like trying to breathe life back into something here, but with a Page of Cups. So it's not, again, like it's not a strong offer. And then you have the Angel of Balance. Oh yeah, look at this. You have the Angel of Balance, the Goddess of the Moon, and the Hostilities card. Either way, how this plays out, like if this is empty promises or not for you, you'll have to negotiate it, how it best suits your life, like what you're doing. Like it's a tarot reading, right? You don't just take my advice and go, oh, Cindy told me not to. You have to see, right? The proof is in the pudding. So with the Goddess of the Moon here and the Hostilities, I feel like if you want to be, you can be a couple of steps ahead of whatever is coming towards you. That's kind of like the main message that I'm getting to you from like ancestral energy, is being a couple steps ahead of whatever is coming towards you. That was a really interesting reading, like just like that. There you go. So, pretty direct. I'm going to go to the extended and see what flows off from this section of the reading, and what we can develop. Now at the bottom, it's interesting. You have the Sun at the bottom of this deck, and then you have the Hangman. There's a lot of different ways that wish fulfillment can come through. I think it's also one of the messages to you. In this, there's a lot of different ways that wish fulfillment can come through, and seeing the different possibilities in that. There you go, Aries. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.